I got my national park coin. This is Saguaro National Park.
If I asked you to imagine an iconic image of the American Southwest, what is it that pops to mind? Most people would probably say a saguaro cactus standing against the setting sun. Saguaro National Park encompasses the city of Tucson and was created to promote and showcase its namesake. The park is split into two districts. To the east lies the Rincon Mountain District. To the west lies the Tucson Mountain District. And this is where Tan and I begin our trek.
Ted and I are here at the Sendero Esperanza trailhead, and we're gonna hike up to Wasson Peak. It's gonna be, I think, a little over 7 miles, so it should take us a couple hours. And there's quite a bit of elevation gain.
And it feels like the power of 1,000 suns. Unusually bright out.
Yeah.
And it's Arizona. Makes sense.
It's super brighter. Should bring sunglasses next time.
Yep.
Sunscreen. Sunscreen.
Protect yourself, first and foremost.
It's 1 p.m. right now. I think it's gonna take us about 3 hours, maybe more. We'll see. We'll see how high and difficult the peak is. Did you prick yourself?
Yeah. Dude, these things like come off and just stick to your fingers like this. So I can imagine with animals, if you don't have thumbs, it's gonna be super annoying. Ow.
Welcome to the Sonoran Desert. Covering a large portion of the American Southwest, this desert is the only place in the world where the saguaro cactus grows. Weighing in at over 6 tons and standing over 50 feet tall, these giant saguaros can live to be over 200 years old. Besides saguaros, the land here is covered with an abundance of cacti, prickly pear, beryl, and the many types of choyas. In an environment as harsh as this, the flora and fauna were forced to adapt. You either adapt and thrive, or you die.
So this trail is starting off pretty flat right now, but it's gonna go up in elevation pretty fast because we can see the mountain in the distance, and the peak is pretty high. This is the Dobe Wash Trail. It intersects the Esperanza Trail. It goes out into the distance, into the valley.
A wash, or arroyo, is a seasonal creek or stream that fills up with water when it rains, providing the desert with a temporary source of relief.
Man, this area seems a lot more devoid of life, even though we're looking at all this vegetation, but haven't seen any animals so far. We're the only ones, we're the only animals.
This looks like an intersection to riverbed. We're trying to find if we're supposed to go straight that way or if we have to take one of these forks. Let's look at the trusty map that I crumpled up. We passed Adobe Wash. It's supposed to be 1 more mile to the Hugh Norris Trail.
Okay, so and there definitely would be signs for Hugh Norris Trail, right?
Yeah.
All right, straight it is.
After a short trek on flat ground that served as an introductory showcase to the desert, the path began to rise in elevation. Tan and I made our ascents and followed a series of switchbacks along the side of the mountain. The sun beat down upon us harshly. I can't imagine doing this hike on a warm summer day.
Well, on the plus side, the higher we get, the more breezy and cooler it gets. It's not feeling so hot anymore, and the sun's not unbearable.
Checkpoint.
The landscape out there in the background is fantastic, even getting to this point.
It's only gonna get better once we get higher.
We've reached the junction with the Hugh Norris Trail and decide to take a short break. From here, we can already see the numerous saguaros dotting the land.
Let's see.
Oh yeah,
I have reception.
Go to the top of a mountain and get reception, even though we're not on top yet.
Yeah, so Wasson Peak is in that direction, and according to this sign, we have 2.2 miles to go to the top.
Oh, great. There's very minimal switchbacks, just straight up.
So according to this, we've hiked 1.8 miles to get here, so the total distance is 4, so 8 out and back. Oh man, I am completely soaked.
That's what happens when you wear a thick jacket on a hot summer day. It's not in summer, it's more winter.
Winter! Brain fart! It's just this, it's not very breathable. Oh my god, it's chilly now.
Just look at me, I'm dripping.
Child's a very moist individual.
This is ridiculous.
Hey, you should bring out your headband. Ugh.
Oh yeah. Hey, you could bottle it up and sell it for a lot of money.
Essence of chow.
The switchbacks ended temporarily, only to give way to a series of stairs climbing up to Wasson Peak. The higher we climbed, the more the desert opened up to us, and there were saguaros as far as the eyes can see.
There's so many stairs here, it's just endless stairs going up. It always amazes me how much life there is in the desert. The desert is a lot more green than I thought it would be, full of these saguaro cactus.
We experienced an odd combination of hot and cold as the sun and sheer exertion from the climb competed against a cool wind.
Good thing we're wearing long pants. These cactus needles are no joke. we're almost to the top of the peak.
Next time we should like take a note of what time we have to get to each checkpoint.
The land here is beautiful, but also deadly for the unprepared. There's very low shade on the trail, and it's good to err on the side of caution and bring plenty of water and sunscreen.
Wasai P-S-I.
The Sai cacti.
If you look at this closely at this fruit, you can see a lot of fire ants crawling in and out of it.
You wouldn't think ants would have a reason to visit a waxy cactus covered in spines. However, this fishhook barrel cactus has many small pockets of nectar on the outside, called extrafloral nectaries, that ants love to eat.
They're actually on this side, and up against, they're on the needles.
The plant provides the nectar, and the ants promote healthy soil and cleanup for the cactus. Perched on top are these yellow edible fruits. At this time of year, they are ripe and have a tangy taste.
Is that the peak?
I don't know.
Hopefully that's the peak. We've walked quite a ways already. You can really see all the way out to Tucson from here.
So we're 3.7 miles since the start of our hike. Just a little bit more to go.
Yeah.
And we haul ass back.
We began our final ascent to the peak. The winding switchbacks returned as the winds grew stronger still.
See anything?
Yeah, Wasson Peak this way.
Okay, we're almost to the top. It's really windy up here. I'm not sure if you can hear me. But the breeze is really refreshing after hiking all that way up. So we just got a couple more 100 yards to go and we should be to the peak.
At this point in the journey, we were high enough to see the top of mountains and Tucson down below. It's hard for me to appreciate how much I've hiked uphill until I can see the land spread out before me with a bird's eye view. After the slow trek uphill, Tan and I finally reached the summit of Wasson Peak. Standing over 4,600 feet tall, Wasson Peak is the highest point in the Tucson Mountains. We certainly felt triumphant as we took in the 360-degree panoramic view.
Check out that fantastic view of Tucson behind me. You can see the other side of the park. The other side is the east side of Saguaro National Park. We're currently on the west side right now. And you can see how Tucson is just encapsulated by the east and west side. Must be pretty nice living in a city surrounded by a national park with a bunch of great hiking trails around you.
So at the peak, what we found was a munitions box. So let's take a look at what's inside. Hopefully it doesn't blow my arm off. Huh. So it seems to be a bunch of souvenirs that people have left. There's this TY plushie. Oh my god, Chow, your favorite. An NSYNC journal.
Worth the hike up here.
There's pens. Ooh. If we brought a beer, man, we could have opened it with this. Got $1 with a note on it. Oh man, Sparky's Burgers. Huh, a bunch of random knickknacks. First aid kit. Oh man, yes. Yes, this is definitely necessary if you hit a cactus or something. I don't know what this is. But I think I'm done exploring. Pens, glow sticks, Ricola if you have a sore throat.
Oh wow. This NSYNC notebook is full of journal entries.
Shaw, you should leave an entry. There's a pen inside.
And some kind of drawing of a snowman and a butterfly snowman. An angel snowman. Someone drew an angel snowman. And on the reverse side is a devil snowman. So which side are you on? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of one of those Fallout 4 munitions ammo boxes. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Wander around the wasteland, you see a box like this.
But fortunately for us, there's no skeleton laying next to it.
There's still a ton of empty journal entries. So we could definitely write something in here. Tam, what should we write in here?
Cacti or sharp?
Most recent entry is December 19th, 2017.
That's today.
Yeah, that's today. From whoever left the condom. You're the hero we don't deserve, but the hero we need. Another one from today, December 19th, 2017. Cold foggy morning. Wait, this person can't spell. Cold fog morning, rocky, windy, steep, we climb. Dos amigos arrive. From Loch Ho. Oh,
hey,
come on.
You know, we met those guys on the way up.
They better not be my people. This is embarrassing. That is from Tucson, Arizona. So
Is that supposed to be a haiku? I don't know anything about haikus.
okay, so we're gonna write something.
Here's a pen. Hey, we should write, best Bloody Marys at Prep and Pastry.
Okay. So this morning, Tan and I went to Pep and Pastry in Tucson, and Tan got the Bloody Mary, and it was the best Bloody Mary that we've ever had. It was quite tasty, and made me regret getting my mimosa. So for the journal entry, that's what we're gonna put. December 19th, 2017, best Bloody Marys at Prep and Pastry. From Tan and Chow from California.
We're actually the Tran clan, since that's our last name.
We are not related, we just happen to be the same clan.
We were born in the same city.
Yeah. Back in the day, when we used to be tribal, we still are kind of tribal. We go to war with the Nguyen's all the time.
The Nguyens.
The New Winds. Whoever finds this journal entry, I hope you contribute something. Someone brought this all the way up here and left a bunch of pages for people to write on and a pen, so
JT,
please,
you're my hero.
I know. Which member of NSYNC do you love the most? Please contribute. I hope this thing lasts a long time and there'll be many, many interesting entries in the future. Take care of it. Please don't destroy it. Oh, found the condom they were talking about.
Ew, we touched it.
Yeah.
Should have left the Yu-Gi-Oh card if I didn't know this thing was up here.
Hopefully it gets used pretty soon because it's going to expire in March. Stay safe, people. use condoms. Always wear a condom when playing card games.
It gets messy sometimes. Stay safe.
Alright, we're rolling out. Gotta try and make it down before the sun sets. Stop by that registration box.
So up top they have a registration for travelers to basically jot down where they're from, where they brought water and how long it took them to make this trip. I can imagine in the winter people are making this trip a lot faster than during the summertime.
As we made our descent, we saw the start of one of Arizona's legendary sunsets.
If there's one thing you should do when you're in Saguaro National Park, it's definitely to catch the desert landscape at sunset. Right about now, when the sun is casting its orange glow upon the land and those giant saguaro cacti are casting their elongated shadows. It's pretty much what you see in film, TV shows, and other media, and it's pretty much the epitome of the American Southwest.
What was an already scenic land transformed into something even more spectacular in the soft orange light of dusk.
It's a lot longer than I thought it was.
Yep. Well, we only got like 40 minutes left to get back.
Okay.
As the sun dipped below the horizon, a different world emerged. The cool afternoon winds became as sharp as ice. The path we had taken not so long ago looked different. We decided our best course of action was to walk quickly to the car before the sun completely disappeared.
Oh, we didn't notice that before. I can't unsee it now. Yeah, it looks like a mouth.
It's trying to scare me.
Yeah, definitely looks like a mouth. Tan, do you hear that? There's a coyote in the distance.
Yeah. Or it's just people pretending to be coyotes.
Alright, we need to get out of here. The night animals are coming out to play. There were no animals when we were walking here in the daytime. Now there's a ton of critters coming out. We heard coyotes in the distance.
We heard birds.
Yep. Birds are scared the crap out of Tan by flying next to him.
I think it's time to eat for them.
Yeah, it is. It's time for us to head back to our car and be done with this place. Until next time, Saguaro National Park. Am I glad to see this car?
I know.
We made it.
Time to say goodbye.
Time to say goodbye to Saguaro National Park. It was fun. Really enjoyed the sunset over the beautiful saguaro cacti.
Oh man, nothing like wearing flip-flops after 8 miles of walk.
I have a ton of rocks in my shoe. Onward to our next adventure.